Whispers in the Glass Desert. Chapter 4. The Song of War. The active scanner pulse was a physical blow to the planet's senses. Where the Whisper's delicate sensors had listened, the prophet's margin was screaming. Aris felt the vibration through the ship's hull, a coarse, grating frequency that clawed at the edges of the true song. On the surface, the Scuttlers reacted with instinctive terror. Their synchronized work shattered into chaos. They scrambled for the tunnels, their flight a desperate, silent panic. The delicate, silver-scarred fractures on the plane began to pulse again, not with the sickly yellow of the cascade, but with a hot, angry red, reacting to the brutal scanner energy. "Jax, you fool, shut down your scanners, you're killing them." "Signals breaking up, Doc, must be atmospheric interference." The Whisper shuddered as a tractor beam locked on, its pull insistent and powerful. The prophet's margin was trying to reel them in. "Evasive pattern Zeta, Whisper, and target their primary scanner array. Non-lethal discharge only. We need to blind them, not break them." "Affirmative. Deploying electromagnetic pulse probe. Charging." The smaller scout ship spun away, its engines flaring. The prophet's margin was a lumbering giant, but it was heavily armed. Laser turrets swiveled, tracking them. "Hey, a pop gun from a science ship. Bad move, biologist." A warning siren blared. The Whisper jinked hard, a laser beam slicing through the space it had just occupied. Aris's knuckles were white on the controls. He was a scientist, not a combat pilot. This was a fight he couldn't win. He had an idea, a desperate, crazy idea. "Whisper, recalculate our trajectory. Take us low, skimming the surface, right over the major crystal spires." Calculated. Risk. Extreme. Atmospheric turbulence and unpredictable energy refraction from the spires could overwhelm our navigational systems. "Do it and patch the sonic emitter into the ship's external comms. Broadcast the Song of Healing at maximum power, but modulate it. Add the frequency of the prophet's margin's active scanner. Invert it. Create a counter frequency, a song of static." Hypothesis: use the planet's own resonant properties as an amplifier to jam their sensors. Highly theoretical. Executing. The Whisper dove, streaking so low over the glass plains that the light from the spires flashed like strobes against the viewport. Aris activated the broadcast. A powerful, discordant wave of sound and counter-frequency erupted from the ship, slamming into the crystalline structures below. The effect was instantaneous and spectacular. The crystal spires, perfect natural amplifiers, took the chaotic signal and magnified it 1,000-fold. A visible wave of distorted energy erupted from the plains, a shimmering wall of sonic interference that shot up towards the orbiting prophet's margin. On the scavenger ship's bridge, Jack stared in confusion as his sensor screens dissolved into static. His targeting computers wailed, losing their lock. What in the seven hells is that? Is he using some kind of sonic weapon? The Whisper, now hidden in the massive energy signature it had created, broke the tractor beam lock. But Aris knew it was a temporary reprieve. Jax would simply switch to visual targeting or launch drones. He needed a bigger stick. "Whisper, take me down to the heart crystal chamber, now." The descent into the tunnels was a blur. He ignored the now frantic Scuttlers, pushing the Whisper's agile frame to its limits in the vast underground spaces. He burst back into the cavern of the heart crystal. It was still glowing with healthy light, but a new, subtle tremor ran through it, a reaction to the scanner pulse from above. He didn't have the backpack emitter this time. He had something better. "Whisper, I need you to interface with the heart crystal." Interface? The crystal is a biological-geological hybrid, not a machine. There is no standard port. Not a digital interface, a resonant one. Use the ship's entire comms and sensor array. You are the most sophisticated sonic processor for light years. I want you to analyze the Prophet's margin's engine signature, its power fluctuations, every vibration it's putting out. Then, I want you to broadcast a resonant frequency directly into the heart crystal that will cause the planet itself to vibrate in a way that counters it. Doctor, that is extremely dangerous. The energy required could re-trigger the cascade. We would be using the patient as a weapon. He's going to drill jacks. He's not here for a scan anymore. He'll use laser cutters or plasma torches to get to what he thinks are Corvain's data cores buried deep. That will kill the heart crystal for sure. This is the only way. We have to make this planet indigestible. There was a long pause, calculating. The probability of catastrophic failure is 47%. It's better than 100% if we do nothing. Do it. A deep thrum emanated from the Whisper, a complex, calculated tone that was the antithesis of the healing song. It was a song of war, a precise, destructive resonance. The sound washed over the heart crystal. For a moment, nothing happened. Then, the great crystal began to pulse in time with the new frequency. The blue-white light intensified, becoming almost blinding. The vibrations spread from the crystal through the filament web into the very bones of the planet. On the surface, the effect was apocalyptic. The entire glass plane began to hum, a deep, aggressive drone that overpowered all other sound. The crystal spires glowed from within, not with refracted light, but with raw, resonant energy. A visible shockwave rolled outwards from the central spire, not shattering the glass, but making it vibrate at an impossible frequency. In orbit, the Prophet's margin was suddenly bucking like a wild animal. Alarms shrieked on the bridge. Report. Structural resonance, Captain. The entire planet is emitting a powerful, variable frequency. It's matching and amplifying our own engine vibrations. The hull integrity is failing. We are shaking apart. The ship groaned, metal stressing under forces it was never designed to handle. Conduits burst, spraying coolant. The lights flickered. Get us out of here. Full retreat now. The Prophet's margin turned, its engines flaring as it fought to escape the invisible, planetary fist that was crushing it. It limped away, trailing atmosphere and debris, its systems fried. In the cavern, Aris watched the heart crystal. The aggressive pulsing was slowing, the light returning to its serene blue-white. The dangerous song was ending. He had done it. He had fought them off. But as the Whisper ceased its broadcast, a new sound reached him. It was a low, pained thrum from the heart crystal. A tiny, hair-thin black vein had reappeared on one of its lower facets. He had stopped the scavengers, but at a cost. He had wounded the patient to save it. The victory felt hollow and terrifying. Life signs stable, but the psionic trauma to the biosphere is significant. The Scuttlers are in a state of agitated shock. We have bought time, Doctor, but the cure may have been as damaging as the disease. Aris slumped into his chair, staring at the faint, dark scar on the crystal. The silence that returned was not peaceful. It was the silence of a hospital room after a violent, necessary, and brutal surgery. The song of Silica Prime was still there, but now, if you listened closely, it carried the faintest memory of a scream.